Hi everybody, it's Dave Altavilla for HotHardware.com here with the LG Optimus G Pro. This is LG's latest 5.5-inch bodaciously big smartphone, and it's powered by Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean. And it competes with the likes of Samsung's Galaxy Note 2 and maybe the Galaxy S4 and maybe HTC's One, the large high-end smartphones on the market. This is a 5.5-inch display, again, 1920 by 1080 resolution, very nice viewing angles and bright and vibrant, excellent saturation here. As you can see, we only have the brightness turned up to 80% currently in this shot. The phone is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 quad-core processor at 1.7 gigahertz, has 2 gig of RAM and 32 gig of onboard internal storage. It is a GSM and LTE 4G capable phone, currently on AT&T's network, and it measures 5.9 inches tall by 3 inches wide and 0.37 inches thick. Feels actually fairly light in the hand at 6.14 ounces to be exact. But again, a thin and light phone, though very large in terms of screen real estate. All right, so to give you a sense of scale, here's the LG Optimus G Pro in my left hand versus the Samsung Galaxy S3 in my right hand. And as you can see, the display is significantly larger for the LG device, but the display isn't all that much wider. Where it differs is in height. 5.5-inch display in the LG Optimus G Pro, 4.8-inch in the Samsung Galaxy S3. So a lot more screen real estate here. As you can see, we get a lot more app icons on our screen. They're also larger icons, really bright, nice contrast, by the way, in the LG device. But the device is still very palmable. As you can see, I can swipe across the screen with my thumb just as easily as I can on the Galaxy S3 because it's not all that much wider. It's a taller screen versus a wide screen. And taking a quick walk around the LG Optimus G Pro, we've got 2 capacitive touch buttons here on the bottom for menu and then back or the return button. This is the home screen button. It's mechanical, but as you can see, we're receiving a call now and it illuminates, flashing green there. So a nice little status indicator bling, if you will, built into that button. On the bottom edge, we've got a micro USB port and a microphone port right there. We've got the power button on this edge of the device. On the top, we've got another microphone port as well as an IR blaster, and there is a universal remote app that's built into the LG Optimus G Pro. We'll show you that in a little bit. Headphone jack right there, and on this edge is the volume rocker as well as an activation button for Quick Memo. Quick Memo is an interesting little app. We'll show you real quick here. So we'll just hit that button here with our thumb, and up pops Quick Memo. We've already drawn on this screen quite a bit, but allows you to take a quick memo or do a quick little drawing or doodle on a picture or a screenshot that you want to grab. And as you can see, we've made quite a mess of spaghetti there, but it also works as a shutter button for the camera app as well. And you just hit that button here and snap a picture. And finally, here's your 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera up top here, as well as your speaker port for your earpiece. On the back side, you've got a 13 megapixel rear-facing HD camera with flash, as well as a speaker port for the device. Honestly, it's a small speaker. You're not going to get a lot of high-def sound out of that little guy, but we would have liked to see a nicer speaker system on a high-end phone like this. But to be honest, you're probably going to be streaming your music out over to another device or over a set of buds anyways. Let's go ahead and pull the back off. And again, the back is a thin, flexible piece of plastic, very much like the Samsung Galaxy line of devices. Glossy, it attracts fingerprints, doesn't instill a whole lot of quality feel, but gets the job done, snaps on and off pretty easily. And now you're looking at the gargantuan lithium-ion battery, the LG Optimus G Pro, 3140 milliamp hour battery, capable, they claim, of up to 15.5 hours of talk time and up to 24 days in standby mode. That is a whole lot of talk time and a whole lot of standby, and again, a very large battery there. Really a nice feature in the device, and really will, we think, give you some really good uptime. We'll be testing this device, so make sure you stop by our site for the full review. Here is the micro SIM card slot and the micro SD card slot. You can get up to another 64 gigs of storage in that slot. Now, the LG Optimus G Pro has a really nice camera app that goes with the 13 megapixel HD camera in the device. And make sure you stop by our site for the full review so you can check out camera samples as well as the app itself, some screenshots of that. But we really wanted to show you a very unique feature of the device. And it's something called Panorama VR, and it's a mode that you can set for the camera where it will take standard panoramic stitched together images, but as you can see, not only on the horizontal axis, but on the vertical axis as well. And so you get a virtual picture stitched together, and it actually worked quite well out in daylight with plenty of light. Didn't work as well indoors. It just seems to be somewhat light sensitive, but really impressive results. And finally, from a performance standpoint, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 quad-core processor at 1.7 gigahertz in the LG Optimus G Pro definitely has the chops to hang in GL benchmark here. We're running the graphics portion of that test. And the LG Optimus G Pro clocked in right in the middle of the pack with devices like the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the HTC One. Make sure you stop by our site for the full review, though, with all the benchmark details. I'm Dave Altavilla for HotHardware.com here with the LG Optimus G Pro. Thanks for stopping by.